Welcome to the Executive Read. It's a special segment we do here on the India HR Dialogue podcast, really curated for busy professionals. People like you who are always looking to, stay ahead. If you enjoy these deep dives, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss an episode, all packed with insights to boost your career and personal growth. Today, we're going deep. We're diving into Brian Tracy's Create Your Own Future. Think of it as a roadmap, a blueprint for success. We're going to distill its most potent principles into advice you can use right away.
Yeah, it's about taking those aha moments. You get them from a book, and then the real work is turning them into results.
Exactly. One of the most powerful ideas that Tracy puts forward is that success isn't random. It's not about luck. It's about understanding something he calls the law of cause and effect.
It's fascinating, actually. He really dismantles the whole myth of luck. He argues that our actions, they're the seeds, and our outcomes are the harvest. It's a principle you see everywhere.
That makes you think about those top performers, right? Like in any field.
Yeah.
They didn't just stumble into success, right? They honed their skills, built relationships, mastered their craft.
Think about the top salesperson in your company, for instance. They'll have a deep knowledge of customer needs. They know how to present solutions. They refine their sales techniques. It's not magic. It's focused effort.
I love that. It's like that old saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. But with a deeper understanding, right, of the cause and effect relationship. So how do we, apply this principle to our own lives?
Tracy suggests taking a proactive approach. Invest in your personal and professional development. Actively seek out those opportunities to learn and grow. Make a conscious effort to align your talents with your career goals.
Which leads us to another concept from the book, Harnessing the Power of Your Mind. It's about recognizing that your thoughts, they're not just fleeting things. They're forces shaping your reality.
He has this brilliant analogy about two shoe salesmen visiting Africa. One sees just a barren market because no one wears shoes. The other sees unlimited potential for the same reason. Mindset can really make all the difference.
Oh, that's such a striking visual because it highlights how our perceptions, they can become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you think something's impossible, you're not likely to even try.
Absolutely. And Tracy really stresses, cultivating a positive internal dialogue. It's about challenging those limiting beliefs, replacing them with positive affirmations.
He even recommends this simple practice. Start each day by saying, I feel happy, healthy, terrific.
Yeah.
Even if you don't believe it at first, keep repeating it. With repetition, those affirmations, they start to reshape your subconscious thoughts.
It's like, in a way, you can reprogram your mind for success, but it goes beyond that. Tracy reminds us that success isn't a solo thing. It's about recognizing the value of relationships, building strong connections.
He calls relationships our currency, which is a great way to think about it. It's not just about networking for gain. It's about contributing to the community and establishing yourself as an asset.
When people know you, like you, and trust you, they become more likely to recommend you, right? Or to support your ventures, offer valuable insights. It's about creating a network of mutual benefit.
This really resonated with me because it's not about collecting business cards. It's about those authentic connections.
Before we move on, if you're ready to go deeper to unlock the blueprint for your own success, grab a copy of Create Your Own Future. You'll find a link to purchase the book right in the episode description.
Now let's talk about financial freedom. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building that solid foundation for lasting wealth.
Tracy emphasizes that financial freedom is within reach for anyone willing to adopt smart habits, One key principle is the power of saving, even if it's a small percentage of your income.
He introduces this concept called the law of accumulation, which basically states that money attracts more money. Think about compound interest, right? Small, consistent savings, they can snowball.
Exactly. Your money starts working for you. The returns you earn get reinvested, generating even more. It's a cycle of growth.
It's such a powerful shift. From a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. You start to believe in your ability to build wealth. And, Tracy also reminds us that we all have untapped potential, an inner genius.
And he provides a tool for accessing it, brainstorming. Frame your challenges as questions, then brainstorm a multitude of answers. Don't judge the ideas, just generate as many as you can.
It's about giving your mind that permission to think outside the box. Break free from conventional thinking, right? You might be surprised by the solutions that emerge.
It's like unlocking this treasure chest of ideas. The key is to avoid that self-censorship, write down every idea, no matter how outlandish it might seem.
It's about that unfiltered creativity. But brainstorming, that's only the first step. An idea without action, it won't get you anywhere.
Right. You got to put those ideas into motion. Take that first step, even if it's small. Action breeds momentum.
Absolutely. So we've talked about the law of cause and effect, harnessing mental power, building relationships, financial freedom, unleashing your inner genius.
These are powerful principles. Even implementing just one can really create a ripple effect.
If you're finding this deep dive helpful, be sure to grab a copy of Create Your Own Future. We have a link for you down in the episode description. But let's keep going. Let's move on to the next principle. Mastering high performance.
High performance isn't luck. It's about those exceptional work habits and a mindset focused on delivering results.
One crucial aspect is time management. It's about creating lists, prioritizing tasks, dedicating your energy to those most valuable activities.
Be intentional with your time and energy. Work smarter, not just harder.
Tracy also encourages us to, take initiative, go the extra mile, constantly seek ways to improve. These are the hallmarks of high performers.
They don't wait for opportunity. They seek it out. They create it. They view challenges as stepping stones.
Now, before we move on to the final principle, let's recap. We explore the law of cause and effect, the power of mindset, building strong relationships, financial freedom, unleashing our inner genius, and mastering the art of high performance.
That's a lot, but even implementing just one can make a difference.
And if you're finding this deep dive helpful, we encourage you to grab a copy of Create Your Own Future using the link in the description. You'll get even more in-depth insights and practical advice from Brian Tracy himself. Now, let's delve into the final principle, the importance of character.
Tracy reminds us that true success is more than achievements and wealth. It's about becoming a good person, embodying virtues like honesty, integrity, responsibility, and courage.
These qualities are essential for building a fulfilling life and a reputation that attracts respect.
Building character is an active choice, a conscious effort to align our actions with our values.
He encourages us to think about our definition of success. Does it align with what brings happiness? If not, what adjustments can we make?
It's a powerful question because it makes you evaluate whether your pursuit of success is aligned with your values and whether it contributes to your well-being.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive into Brian Tracy's Create Your Own Future, let's distill it into 3 key action points.
First, pick one principle from today that resonated with you and commit to applying it this week. Which principle speaks to your current goals and challenges?
Second, take some time to reflect on your definition of success. Does it encompass not just achievements, but also character and well-being? What steps can you take to align your actions with your values?
It's about creating a life that feels authentic and fulfilling.
And finally, if you're eager to dive deeper into Brian Tracy's wisdom, we highly recommend checking out his book, Create Your Own Future. You'll find the link in the description. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the India HR Dialogue podcast for more insightful discussions on leadership, personal growth, and navigating the world of work.
We're glad you joined us.
Remember, you have the power to create your own future. Start today.
Until next time. It's interesting how Tracy connects this idea of character development to attracting, luck. He argues that when you're living with integrity, striving to be good, you create this sort of positive aura.
Oh, I like that. It's almost like you become a magnet, right?
Yeah.
For good things. People are drawn to those they trust and admire.
Exactly. Our character influences our inner world, but also how we're perceived, the opportunities that come our way.
It makes you think about the long-term impact. It's not just the destination, it's who we become along the way.
That's so important. True success is holistic. It's not just external achievements. It's about aligning those with our values, how we impact others.
And speaking of aligning actions with values, another interesting point from the book is that fortune favors the brave.
Oh, absolutely. Tracy really emphasizes courage, overcoming our fears, taking those leaps of faith.
Because fear can be so paralyzing, holding us back from our dreams.
He talks about the fear of failure, So many of us are afraid to make mistakes that we don't even try. Tracy wants us to challenge these beliefs. Ask ourselves, what if I succeed?
What if?
He even suggests this thought experiment. Ask yourself, has anyone, anywhere in the world, ever done what I'm trying to do? The answer is almost always yes. Meaning, our excuses, they're often just that, excuses.
They're obstacles we create in our minds.
It's about shifting that mindset from I can't to I can.
Mm.
Believing in your ability to figure things out.
Learning from those mistakes.
And alongside courage, there's persistence, never giving up on your goals, no matter how challenging it gets.
Like Thomas Edison, right? I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways it won't work.
Such a powerful reminder. Setbacks are inevitable. It's how we respond that matters.
Do we let them derail us? Or do we learn, come back stronger?
Tracy says, view those failures as learning opportunities. They give us crucial insights.
So success is often a result of, well, a series of failures.
In a way, yes. It's about having that courage to keep trying, to keep learning.
And that resilience, that commitment,
Mm.
that's what sets apart those who achieve extraordinary things.
It's about that unshakable belief in yourself, in your vision, even when you face doubt.
Tracy reminds us we all have that potential. It's about tapping into it, developing the right habits, the mindset. One of the biggest takeaways for me is this idea of taking ownership of your future.
Yes. We're not just passengers, we're the drivers. We have choices, risks to take.
We have the power to shape our own destiny.
It's not about fate or circumstance. We have agency.
While we can't control everything, we can control how we respond, how we learn.
It's empowering. Our destinies aren't predetermined.
We can influence outcomes through actions, choices, mindset.
So don't wait for things to happen. Make them happen. Embrace these principles. Take those brave steps.
Now, as we wrap up this part, let's distill Tracy's insights into actionable steps. First, identify one area where fear is holding you back.
That dream you're putting off.
Second, challenge that fear. Ask, what's the worst that could happen? Then, take a small step towards that dream.
It doesn't have to be huge, just a single action in the right direction.
And finally, embrace persistence. Setbacks are inevitable, but they don't define you.
They're opportunities.
To learn, to adapt, to come back stronger.
Each setback is a stepping stone.
Keep moving forward. Remember, you have the potential for remarkable things. Silence that inner critic. Step out of your comfort zone.
If you want to explore Tracy's wisdom further, grab his book, Create Your Own Future. You'll find a link in the episode description.
Now let's move into the final part of our deep dive. We'll explore the transformative power of knowledge and the pursuit of mastery.
It's really remarkable, how much practical wisdom Brian Tracy packs into this book.
Yeah, he doesn't just touch on these principles. He really goes deep, gives you those actionable strategies.
He covers so much,
Yeah.
but there's this real clarity,
Mm.
It's about understanding, internalizing. And one of the key ingredients for success, he says, is knowledge. He doesn't just call it information, he calls it power.
I like that distinction because information without application, it's just data.
Right.
It's knowledge that fuels action, drives innovation, leads to results.
Exactly. In today's world, everything's changing so fast. Our knowledge has to keep evolving.
We can't just rely on what we learned in school, right?
Or even our early careers.
It's about continuous learning,
Learning as a lifelong journey,
being curious.
seeking new information, expanding our horizons.
So how do we do that?
Tracy suggests, reading widely, attending seminars, finding mentors, actively pursuing knowledge from different sources.
He's a big fan of books, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He even gives you tips on how to read better, like using the OPI method. Overview, preview, in-view, and review. It's a systematic way to get the most out of every book.
It's about engaging with the material, not just passively reading.
Right. And learning shouldn't just be for work. It should extend to our personal lives, too.
Exploring those things that make us curious, right? Whether it's history, philosophy, art, anything that sparks that passion for learning.
Becoming well-rounded individuals, constantly growing.
Which leads us to another great concept from the book, the idea that mastery is magical.
Oh, yes.
Tracy believes that striving for excellence in whatever we do can lead to incredible results.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about being competent. It's about becoming a true master.
Identifying those key result areas, those skills that are crucial, and then dedicating yourself to developing them to the highest level.
Becoming so good that you stand out.
Your work speaks for itself.
Reaching that level of expertise that opens doors.
And it's not just about external rewards. There's this deep satisfaction that comes with it.
Knowing you've pushed yourself to reach your potential.
It's the journey of continuous improvement.
Striving to refine our skills, expand our knowledge.
Becoming lifelong learners.
And when you combine that with a positive attitude, a commitment to learning, the courage to take risks,
that's where the magic happens.
we unlock our potential, break free from those limitations, create a future that's both successful and fulfilling.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, let's break this down into actions you can take today.
Okay.
First, Take a moment to think about your skills. Where do you want to achieve mastery? What will have the biggest impact on your success?
Then commit to that continuous learning. Make it part of your routine. Carve out that time each week.
Read, attend workshops, take online courses, whatever works for you.
Make it a habit and investment.
And lastly, remember that mastery is a journey, not a destination.
There will be challenges, setbacks, moments of doubt.
Embrace it all. Enjoy the challenge. Never stop striving for that excellence.
We hope this deep dive has given you that spark. Take ownership of your future to unlock your potential.
To create a life filled with purpose, passion, success.
And for a guide on that journey, we highly recommend Brian Tracy's Create Your Own Future. Right? Link in the episode description. And be sure to subscribe to the India HR Dialogue podcast for more insightful discussions. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep creating your own future.